China is the world's largest market. You were in charge of it for Deere for a period of time. This is a country that has a huge number of people. It doesn't have a huge amount of arable land. Are they going to try to become hugely more productive, or are they going to have to import a whole lot of food, or maybe both?
Yeah, I think it's both. You're right on that. 1.3 billion people, that they don't have that much arable land, and more importantly, under the old era, I remember I used to go up to Heilongjiang province, way up in the north, and they would have people that would plant corn seeds in huts because the growing season's not that long and the soil's not that great, and then they would hand transplant them in the spring so they could grow a crop. The people aren't going to want to do that anymore. In fact, they don't want to do that. Now, part of that gets enabled through shorter growing season corn, so they can plant more up there, but they still have a lot of land that is under cultivation that shouldn't be under cultivation. It's not good agricultural land. So I think through the combination of urbanization and the fact that people aren't going to want to stay and do the extra things they have to do on that bad piece of land, if you will, that you're going to see a constant, as we have seen, a constant shrinkage in the amount of land. They're going to continue to work on trying to be more productive. This last 5-year plan, they put a lot of their ag subsidy for equipment into large ag so that they can enable big farms and mechanized farms. I think they'll continue to do that. But in the end, as they get more and more comfortable that the commodities are going to be out there in the world and that we're going to have free trade flows, that food won't be used against them, I can see that they're going to have to continue to buy more and more and more.
Yeah. World food prices in the last 6 years have been volatile, but in general much higher than they had been for the previous 20 years. Is this a long-term trend? Is anything going to put a significant dent in it?
Well, I would hope not, because the only thing I think that could put a significant dent in it would be a calamity. In the absence of that, I think the way I've described it to our investors is the lows will be higher for commodity prices and the highs will be higher. And it's by this consumption that is continuing to increase, and it is population, but it also is people go from $1, $2 a day to $9, $10 a day. The first thing that everybody in the world wants to do is eat better. And they go from just a grain-based diet to a protein-based diet, which includes things like chicken and beef, and it takes 4 to 7 times the calorie input of grains to get the 1 calorie output of protein, 4 for chicken, 7 for beef. And we've seen that, to your point, in China. China's become the largest consumer of pork in the world. And so I just can't envision that trend changing going forward.